you're absolutely bang on, and it's the reaching out part, and that was the bit that really I struggled with, because you're meant to be this fucking paratrooper, you're a sergeant major, and people know who you are, especially on an RAF camp as well, because I'm the only fucking para sergeant major there. Everyone sort of knew who I was. I'd already established myself on the station, and it was, yeah, it was difficult. So I sort of went through a back channel. I reached out to a Parachute Regiment welfare officer up at Catterick, where I'd just come from, and I dropped him a real message one night, and I said, "Look, this is where I'm at. This is how I'm feeling, but I don't want this to go on the record." I went, "Please, I can't have this on my record." Even though I was never going to deploy anyway, I was at fucking Bryce Norton. There was no way I was going to be deployed, but I didn't want to go out downgraded or anything like that. I wanted to leave on my terms. So he squared me away, actually, and he put me in touch with a scripture reader called Steve, who actually worked at Bryce Norton, who obviously is part of the chaplaincy team, but doesn't push any of that on you at all. And he rides Harleys, he's into his music, he's in motorbike club, he's a fucking absolute mega bloke, and I'm still in touch with him to this day. And I trusted him instantly, and I started opening up with him, and he was absolutely brilliant with me, absolutely brilliant. He was going to come to the hospital with me when it all happened and stuff like that. Afterwards, he would come and sit around the house while it was annoying at the time, but I sort of see why now. So I was never left on my own. He would come and sit around my house, and then when the missus got back, she would obviously sit there. So it was a bit of a complete different. There was always someone there essentially that I could speak to, or to make sure I didn't do anything stupid. And then sort of tried medication, tried therapy. The therapy was pretty good. I went through DCMH and it was quite quick. Started playing football again. That was about the only phys that I'd done, because I took a complete year off phys from P Company. I didn't touch nothing, and I genuinely believe that's a big factor of why I went down the route that I did, because I really had a focus. DCMH, really good, chatting with someone, opening up, fucking draining, like really draining, tiring, 2-hour sessions. But she was pregnant with twins, and I knew at some point that was going to end, because she needed to go on maternity leave. So I did like 5 or 6 sessions with her. And then the last session, she says, I'm going to pass you to one of my colleagues now. And I was like, nah, I ain't starting again. Like, we've built up a trust. I went, not your fault. I completely knew this was going to happen. I went, you need to go and do your life. I appreciate that, but this is where it ends for me. And sort of came off the medication, cold turkeyed. I didn't feel like it did anything to me anyway. And off that, wasn't drinking at this stage. This was quite key, because I'd had a bit of a misdemeanor at the end of Catterick, so I wasn't drinking. So, which I genuinely believe probably saved me too. And then I started drinking and putting on weight, and was a bit like, right, I'm not better. I'm genuinely not better. This is, if anything, I'm worse. I'm genuinely worse. So I don't know if you've heard of Tom Sergey, the Gorilla Platoon. So I found the Gorilla Platoon. I found Tom, and Tom used to be a recruit while I was at Catterick, I think. And I reached out to him at daft o'clock one night, pissed, and crying. I was in fucking tears, and I was just like, look, I need help, mate. I need to jump on what you're doing. I need a focus. I've got to do this. And he literally got back to me at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, right, Foxy, let's do a Zoom call tomorrow. Let's fucking get this sorted out, mate. This is what he said. He went, I've got you. I fucking got you. And do you know what? I was like, yeah, fucking, he's got me. He's got me. And yeah, I went through a face-to-face with him over Zoom. Well, not an online face-to-face as we are now. And he was fucking, he knew his shit. He knew what he was talking about. He'd obviously done PT Corps. He'd done a lot of overseas training as well. He's ex-Power Edge, so he fucking gets it. And he's been through P Company, and he literally put me on this program, and I became obsessed. I went out and bought scales for food, scales for everything. I was weighing out every bit of food I was eating, because I had a lot of time on my hands. I was in the gym 3 times a day, and I literally went from 89 kilograms, stripped it straight back, and ended up at 75, ripped to fuck. Mindset completely fucking changed. Like, everything changed about it. So it's not just like physical, it's mentally as well. Like, and some of the lessons that he was delivering, whether he meant to or not, was phenomenal. And I just caught to it so much. And I still, although I'm not doing any of that anymore, I've definitely not got time at the minute, but I'm still processing a lot of those lessons, and I still find myself going. I went out and did a run this morning, did 5.5 miles this morning for London, which is not fucking easy in the first place, and then like still going to the gym and doing bits and bobs, and I know how to look after myself. I've now done a nutrition course, so I know how to look after myself, and I just feel like having some focus and having something like that genuinely saved my life. And I know I can't really see it at the minute probably, but I've still repping the Gorilla Platoon t-shirt now, and honestly believe that really helped save me and stop me from plummeting any further and potentially not being here today.